We have finished up the pleasantries of the intro on the No Breaks with Jamie Erdahl. I don't know if you knew this, Crass, or if you were aware. I'm sure you, because you're such a fastidious studier of this program. I used to do like the intro screen and there was like music and then I would come on like a single shot. I would say some things. Guess what? We just came up 2 box and here you are and you're there. And I'm just like, enough with the pleasantries, here we are. Slam bam.
So does that mean lazy?
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Erlenheimer.
Thanks.
Good to see you.
I think
you want to know what I did last Friday?
Tell me.
I sat in front of a mirror and talked to myself with a headset and a silly little microphone because I had withdrawals. This is BS. You either fly me to Espanol or wherever you went, or you do the damn show.
I did the show just from a technology standpoint. I couldn't effort it. I had a lot going on in Espanol.
Good trip?
It was a good trip. It was a lot. I went, as I like to say, hard in the paint, and reaping the rewards of that this week a little bit. But it was cool. I've said this before on the show this week. Like I'm intimidated in an environment that I like don't know the language. I don't want to act like a jerk who doesn't know the language and just like assume you have to like bend to my idiot brain that doesn't know Spanish. So I kind of just kept to myself more so than I would other places, or I like drafted off of people that do know the language. But nevertheless, the NFL goes to yet another country, and I'm sure it was like the most watched international game on NFL Network. Like it's like it does monster numbers. Wasn't that good of a game. It still does monster numbers.
It's amazing though. So is that something that, forgive me, I'll keep tabs on it to a degree, but is that something that the NFL is going to eventually put expansion teams overseas?
I don't think
because it sounds like they've got the draw.
I don't think the teams are where it's at. The only thing that the commish has said on repeat is 1 game a week for 18 weeks straight. So everybody will travel once a year to various places. Okay. So I've heard the rumblings of the expansion like singular team. It's just the reality is of just the operations is like super challenging. And then all of a sudden it's like, should you have a European division? Like it just, but what I think is more realistic is 18 or, 18 international games a year, which they did 7 this year.
And to be honest, it probably makes the most sense. I'm just thinking from the player's perspective too, to be able to get a house or rent a house, learning the culture. Most of these guys have families.
Yeah.
Or if they don't, they're in the prime of their youth to be introduced to a potential soulmate. But
right.
Yeah. If you kind of put it to pen to paper on that one, that actually might be kind of tough. It is fun to see the fans that are over there because you don't associate the Europeans in general with the NFL, being NFL fans.
No, but I'll say this: the more removed I get from the trip, the one observation I did make was, and you'd be able to speak to this, just like in Germany and Ireland, which are 2 of the now 4 countries I've done NFL games in, but Germany and Ireland in particular are just like, they were falling over themselves for an NFL game, like just physical sport fans, I guess. Like that's probably, just of football, of the NFL. Like in Germany, they love hockey. Like they love the NFL. They were like clamoring for it. In Spain, I'm going to put this in a politically correct way. It was a little bit more like, we have Real Madrid. We've got like Barcelona. We've got like great soccer.
We're Gucci.
We're good. Like, show us what you have, and we'll like assess whether or not we're gonna like it. It was a little, and which I kind of respected, like the Real Madrid, like the trophy room, Cristiano Ronaldo, like all that jazz. So it was, I think it was, and also like the NFL as a brand kind of meeting its peer in Real Madrid, like using the facilities, meeting with the executives. Like I think there was real equals of like business acumen just like in international brands of sport. Just my observation.
How much money is that into the sports jar? Because we got to be filling this thing up.
I
know, right out of the gate.
I asked the
question.
What you got today? I think I saw what you got today. I'm cheating today.
You did?
I think so.
I don't think you did. I feel like I was pretty secretive about this one.
It's
a new one, and I'm a little nervous.
You got too-hearted,
What's
don't
that?
you? You got a little too-hearted.
No.
Show me what you got.
No. I will never repeat.
Show me what you
I will never repeat beers. All right, so this is Lagunitas, the Beast of Both Worlds. It's a bi-coastal IPA.
Oh, ooh.
I have never seen this before. Here's the kicker.
Oh, okay.
Eesh.
Good luck with
I don't know.
that.
It says it drinks it drinks like an East Coast, but looks like a West Coast.
So that makes you perfectly in the middle in Western Michigan. Oh,
There is a
that
they do
was an
make
aggressive
Midwest
crackage.
Lagunitas. They're known for their aggressive cans. I don't know. I just had a mint, so I kind of want to wait. I don't even know why I had a mint. Like we were going to meet in person, but it makes me feel better.
Like this was a sixth date or something. I am repeating, and I am at the opposite end of the 8% spectrum. I have a 0.5% because we're going out to dinner tonight.
Oh,
We're doing a bit of a
all right.
We're doing a bit of a drive to a dinner, and
Okay.
I think I'm gonna make the trade. I can't decide. Should I drive there and he drives us home, or should I do the flip flop?
You guys taking the date car?
We're not taking the day car because we are going to a neighborhood that we used to live in California, hanging out with another family that has 3 girls, just about a year shifted up from all of ours.
Oh, so it's a family date.
Exactly. No, all the kids are coming. We got 2 babysitters.
Got it.
We're dropping the kids, then we're going to dinner.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. These people are with it.
That's amazing.
They have the 3-kid thing down pat. And they're like the first people we actually met in California when we moved here. And our girls were like in a little camp together. And they were like, we met these friends. Like they have 3 girls. And we're like, and there it is. So this is my, and these are pretty good. Best Day Brewing if you were into the NA West Coast side. Plus I skipped
Just
NA Thursday by myself yesterday. It's 0.5.
All right, so I too have to be careful. I didn't tell you this. I got so tonight I'm going to be the color commentator for the Grand Rapids Griffins. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Chris!
Just slinging, pumping the show up a little bit.
Let's go.
I did it one time last year, and it was a lot of fun. So Bob Kaser is the play-by-play guy. So he does the radio, but they in turn push it off to AHL Live, which is a pretty good broadcast.
Okay.
But I think actually in Grand Rapids, I think Fox or one of the local channels will actually air whatever that is. So he texted me the other day. He's like, hey, I need somebody. I was like, I got you, Bob.
Okay, I need the details. So you did it. I remember this summer you told us you did it once last year. Now you're getting. So who does it regularly?
So he's got a rotation of 2, maybe 3 guys. It sounds like the 2 that he does have they're a little bit older than I am. So we had a great time last year. So he told me, he's like, hey, you just offer a different perspective.
Yeah.
I'm only 5 years out of playing, so I think I still have enough of the memory of what it was like. And it's so funny talking to some of my friends here that are avid hockey fans. I'll just talk about stuff that I don't think is a big deal. The stuff that similar to you with the show, it's like, well, it's not a big deal, but that's the inside stuff that people want to hear. Right. So when I hear that, it's like, okay, that gives me a plethora of stuff that, hey, I bet you didn't know this. I bet you didn't know that. Just little tidbits. I guess they're having a great year. They're 11-0-0-1, which I think means they lost in a shootout.
You're going to have to figure that out.
So it should be a good game. 2 beer. Yeah, no kidding. I did get the media notes, which is 47 pages for just the Griffins and 39 for the Charlotte
Media
Checkers.
Notes go so hard. Shout out to the people that put together the media notes.
It's crazy.
In the college world, they're called SIDs, Sports Information Directors, which I'm sure like when you played at Michigan, you had like a dedicated one. And these people is it good?
It's very good.
These people know everything about you beyond. And SIDs are like God's gift to reporters and broadcasters in general. Then in the pro space, they're just straight up like PR people. So, and they just refresh these notes like on the regular, but it's crazy how in depth they go for an AHL team.
Yeah. So last year when I did it, I asked him, I was like, is there anything I'm supposed to be studying? He was kind of like, no, you'll be fine. Yeah. And I was super nervous. Yeah. Super, super nervous. But he was right. As long as you're just staying tuned with the play. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I think just be loose and have fun with it. But it's a good opportunity. One of my buddies, he's bringing his son. I asked Fran, I was like, hey, do you want to bring the kids? Because you can have tickets. She's like, me sitting at a AHL hockey game with 3 kids that are less than interested is not ideal for me.
You're not playing? No, thank you.
Yeah, and it's not even like I could hang out with them. So
that's the funny part
either
about
way,
like bringing somebody to your TV job is like they can't hear your work whatsoever. Like you got your headset on. Like wouldn't she probably rather be at home and like listening, have the broadcast on? and like listen to like.
Well, she'd rather do none of that, none of the above. You know her well enough to know that's not true. Don't give
She
me that.
supports you wholeheartedly, no matter what you're doing.
She does.
She does.
Absolutely. But
Well, that's very
she
exciting.
did
I'm happy
10
for
good
us.
years. I know, right? I wonder if I'll get in trouble and say this intermission's brought to you by No Breaks with Jamie
Hey,
Erdahl.
give it a try. Clip it off and send it to our advertising department.
Oh, he's going to be like, shut up. You can't do that crap.
The
hardest part with that colored stuff is the timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to understand
TV
the other guy's cadence.
or radio? What is?
So it's a radio base. So technically we're the radio broadcast, but they use the audio for the TV.
On the feed. Oh, okay.
If that makes any sense.
Totally,
and the TV feed. So it'll have the visual feed, but they're working. The AHL is doing a decent job of trying to get something going. They were supposed to do like a, you know how TBS does the player panel? ESPN does a poor job of it, but don't. I apologize if you get in trouble for
because
that. In about my personal opinion.
In about 13 months, those people are gonna own NFL Network, I think, over there at Disney ESPN. So I'm not. You get to have that opinion, and I'm just gonna giggle when you say it. Go right ahead. This is my
personal opinion.
Go right ahead.
But so TBS does a phenomenal job of the ex-players with Bissonnette and Gretzky.
Yeah.
And I think the AHL is trying to get that going because he was asking me last year. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna have 6 games. If you would be able to, we'd love to have you on that." Kind of thing. So then I'm immediately like, I got to start watching hockey again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
It's always fun to do.
Here's you said the cadence thing was hard. This is $50 in the sports jar at this point. Here's what you said though about the cadence thing is difficult. And I forget this about hockey. And frankly, I was out of my mind down on the rink side trying to just keep my own job. When you're up there, it's the play-by-play guy does a ton of work about in action. And in my mind, the color guy steps in when a play stops, right? You got to cram your thoughts into play stoppage, don't you?
Yeah, it's a little bit of timing too. I think it's a benefit, obviously, that I played, so I understand the highlights, especially if there's an odd man rush or there's obviously a breakaway or something like that.
Yeah.
Knowing when to just shut up and let him do his thing. I did it one time when I think I had concussion or I was hurt or something happened when I was in the AHL. I was playing in Portland, which was Phoenix's affiliate, and there was a radio guy, and he would do every show by himself. So I asked him, was like, "Hey, I'm not playing, but I have to be here. Can I just do the show with you?" And he's like, "Absolutely." He got so mad at me because we scored, like our team scored, and I'm like, "Goal!" And he just looked over. He's like,
"Oh yeah, you don't do."
He literally was like, "Shut the F up, dude. This is my thing. This is my." And then afterwards, he was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, but just a heads up, this is our wheelhouse." And I had no idea. I had no idea. It's like their call sign. It's
their Instagrammable moment. It's their, like, if that guy, whatever game that was, goes on to be Wayne Gretzky and frickin' NHL is doing a documentary on this kid 100 years later, that might be a call that they use, and that guy's like, "You just stepped on my toes." You know, like they protect, they being literally any play-by-play basketball, football, hockey, what have you, they protect their calls of point scoring. And if you ever notice, if you ever watch football, I don't know if it's the same in hockey, but like, even if there's a flag on the play, the guys will finish the call, especially if it's like an epic play, as if there was no penalty, because like, what if the flag gets picked up? If you say flag on the play as a guy's going for like an 88-yard touchdown, but then it ends up getting picked up, then you just ruined your own call. So they will, if you listen closely, I've noticed that they will not mention flag on the play until it is, like, it might be on the screen, but until finish this insane play-by-play call, beat, and then say flag on the play. Like, they give it a break. They give it like a clean edit point.
All right, so that's the little, it's one of those things, once you see it, you can't not see it. So that's the only thing I'm going to notice. I'm like, there's a flag. Why doesn't nobody say anything?
Exactly. Until, I mean, on a regular play, it doesn't matter. Go.
I did figure out, and no thanks to you, I did figure out how to bring the chat up as this whole thing is going on. See, are you reading? Do you read this while you do it? I've actually never asked you, but I got this dude, beer drinking hockey guy, still has a memory. Oh. LOL.
See,
Brian Simmons.
I only get I think I get filtered because I'm like doing this through a software. I'm not doing it like straight on YouTube, which is why I couldn't have you on last week. Like last week I did it straight from YouTube.
Excuses.
So no, I do get some, but I don't get them all because I have not seen that comment, and maybe because it's an insult to my co-host, so it got filtered out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Brian, the beer helps the beer drinking hockey player, former hockey
Yeah,
player.
exactly.
It helps me cope.
Okay, so I sent you a text about what some things I wanted to run by you today. Did you see that text?
Very vague, by the way.
Super vague, but I feel like you're always texting me about what the plan is. And today you sent no text, but you had a lot going on, you said. Is that what you meant by you had a lot going on preparing for this?
I got a lot going on. I got a lot going on.
Okay.
Not for the hockey thing, just a lot going on. We can move past it.
Okay.
It's like it's family stuff. We never talk about family stuff. This
Okay.
is turned into a sports cast on Fridays.
All right.
We can talk about it.
Do you want to talk about family stuff? Because I was ready to pull up my list, but this is a production meeting in live form. You tell me. Do you want to talk about family stuff in code?
No, it's fine. No, we can talk about it. We just went through a little bout last night. It's just I don't know what it is. You expect your kids to be perfect little angels all the time.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Yeah.
And it's funny how much you actually learn along the way because we had an event, and this I will not get into detail with.
Okay.
But our middle, who is our challenge,
Yep.
she's the one person that you would want to buy a castle or build a castle for, but then the next day you would want to break that castle down just out of spite. She did something that Holly called me. Fran called me.
Sorry.
She was like, listen to this. And it was one of those situations like, oh crap, we got to get ahead of this.
Oh.
So it came to a head yesterday and I had to get into dad mode. And I was kind of like that because I was feeling pretty good. Like walked in and they know when they messed up too. Like I walked in the house and they were doing the dishes, which is a new thing.
Oh, nice.
Excuse me. And and I just kind of walked in and just stared at him. And I'm like, I wonder how they're going to react. Because that was always the thing when I was growing up. My dad worked like 90 hours a week. And my mom, if we messed up, my mom would always be like, I'm good. Wait till your dad gets home. So I told Fran to say that to him. Like, just let's try this. I was like, tell him wait till dad gets home. So I don't know if she did or didn't. But I walked in and both girls went like, and like, what's wrong? And then our middle just starts bawling. Like she knew. Yeah. The guilt just ate her alive.
Yeah, the guilt complex. It's actually more concerning if that's not there.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, I didn't yell. I was just very honest with you. I'm like, here's the situation and I need you to understand this. And I think the severity of it really registered, but it made me think all day. It's like, oh my gosh, like the stuff, everything is new. Mm-hmm. Everything is new. I stopped reading the kid parenting book or parenting your kids book at the age of 2.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever happens past that, we'll figure it out. But
what I observe of you guys, and because your girls are older than mine, is that like the stakes get higher the older they get because I think more people get involved, like socially. You know, I think when my kids act up at the ages of 6 and 4.5 right now, it's like that's still family stuff. It's still like, hey, you know, don't hang your head out the car window. Like it's happening in our car, but it's like if they're going to middle school, they're like with friends, they're like doing impactful things that. You know, I remember when I was that age, that the formative, like female age of just like the way you're moving in the world, like is a direct impact on you. And like people remember these things that you do, how you act, how you treat people. And it's just like, how do you teach them that?
Yeah. And then the other part of it too, is they brought up something. We were with family last weekend and they brought up something that was clearly intended for like talk between Holly and I, and we never had talking to them about this certain situation. And they brought it up in front of friends and we're like, whoa, you two are always listening.
Wow.
Always listening. Yeah. But it wasn't anything horrible, but it was just like, it was a private conversation and they just brought it up. Both girls were kind of like, hey guys, just a heads up, the stuff that we say inside this house stays inside this house.
Yeah.
This unit, it was like I was looking over at Holly or Fran and I was just waiting for her to just be like, oh yeah. Like, I was like,
you know,
it didn't happen to be clear, but in my mind, I was like, that was the end result.
Nice. I told the story, I think you weren't on the show, but it reminded me of what you guys did. You guys told us something years ago that you did when your girls were more closer to my girls' age, which is you like went to someone's house purely with the intention of like leaving that person's house because of the behavior of the children. Do you remember telling us this story? So like they essentially it was when you guys visited Minnesota. So this is almost 5 years ago. And
I'm pretty sure I was drunk the entire time because of Wilson. Not my own intention, but
no, he's such a bad influence on you. And you were saying like, oh, one of my kids, like they're just giving us such a hard time, to the point where before we came on this trip, we actually made dinner plans with some friends of ours purely because we knew she was going to act up, purely with the intention of being like, we're leaving, even though that was the plan the whole time, just because they have to understand the ramifications of their behavior. And I was like, that's brilliant. I'm going to borrow that. I haven't done it yet, but like, we're for sure. We reference that all the time.
I'm not saying we're super parents or the best parents in the world, but Fran and I are pretty damn close. I mean, it got to be top
Your
5%
kids are
for
phenomenal
sure.
kids. They're so, you know what I like
see
about
the
your
dark
kids?
side.
No, they talk. Like kids these days, they like are fearful to like, they won't look people in the eye. The handshake thing is weird. Like they actually hold conversation with adults. And I just have always appreciated that about you guys. I don't know how you did it. I need to know. But like.
Compliment Friday with Jamie and Chris.
Friday.
Well,
Okay.
this is amazing.
This is like, so, Chris is
What's your
one of my
list?
best friends. Okay.
Hey, by the way, I did listen to yesterday's episode. Got a lot of singing going on.
Did I?
It's like a little old Jamie karaoke. I don't know. It's just like I don't even care. I don't even care anymore.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You're like singing your transitions.
Yeah. The times when I'm by myself, it's getting a little loosier than it needs to be, and that's why I was saying in that video yesterday, like I need to get some guests on that are not named Giselle, Jacko, or Chris on Mondays and Thursdays, because it's getting a little too much by myself. It's like when I'm alone, I kind of forget that I'm live, and that's just like the brain just coming out live on YouTube, and people don't need to see that. Okay, here's the question. As I mentioned, we're going to dinner tonight with friends. Do you do this? This following segment is going to be, do you do this? And this is kind of just like adult things that people might like tuck away, and you're like, do other people do this, or just me? When you are going to go to a restaurant, like, let's say on a date night, not just you two, but like with a group of people, work, pleasure, whatever. Will you pre-inspect the menu before you go and pick out what you're going to have? And then when the menu is handed to you, do you act like you're surprised and it's the first time you've ever seen it? Because I do this.
Okay. I actually don't know if you know this about me, but no, I don't, but I absolutely should. I am the worst person. I love restaurants, but I also hate restaurants at the same time. If you give me an option, I'm very indecisive. If you give me an option, I'll freeze. I just absolutely freeze. To the point where Fran gets so she's like, pick what you want. You are getting that, and don't change it, because I can't tell you how many times I've been like, this one. And then I will chase the server down as she's typing it in her little computer to put through to the kitchen. I'm like, hey, Sarah, just kidding. I'm going back with, I want this instead. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then immediately regret it. Absolutely. The first time I ever went to Cheesecake Factory, my head freaking exploded. I'm in 18 different countries, and you put this freaking encyclopedia in front of me of different food. Like, this is a joke. I'm not kidding. It took me a half hour to order.
I didn't know this about you.
Oh, it's horrible.
Mostly
because
when we've spent time with each other in the last 6 years, we're at each other's homes, and it's just like, this is what we're doing. And we kind of have like...
Wilson, you're cooking.
Yeah, Wilson's cooking, and here's the red wine we're drinking. That is incredible. Now, here's my question.
It's a bad trait. I'm so ashamed of it. That was so to the heart.
Let's pull at this thread. Menus handed to you. You're immediately in indecisiveness. Do you like pull the server, like when they come over, they're like, so I'm between this and this, or are you just at a loss? You don't even know where to start.
Yeah. Great question. Glad you asked, because I do it every time, despite Fran's, her absolute hatred for when I step up to the plate to order something. Because I will do that absolutely every time. I'm like, I do the, what's the progressive commercials, becoming your parents? Like my dad used to do this all the time. Hey Bill, what's good here? What's your favorite thing on the menu? And I have like 2 or 3 things in my mind of like, this is, if they say one of these 2 things, I'm getting that. Or if they don't say any of them, then I'm screwed. They're like, well, I'd go with the chicken, the burger, or the pizza. And I'm like, I wanted the tacos. I don't like any of your suggestions, Bill. You idiot. Friggin' go back there. I hit the absolute panic bucket. Me at restaurants is not a good situation at all. I'm not proud of it. I'm not.
Okay, now I want to keep knowing more. Okay, are you a salad entree guy, or do you ever go like 3 appetizers? Do you ever like, do you have an equation that you at least try to follow?
Do you know what the best thing that any restaurant, I don't know who came up with this, but Billy tasting menu guy that came up with the chef special, that the chef's just like, here's 6 courses. Here you go. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Is the best thing for me that could ever exist until they serve something with mushrooms, and then I just throw up on the plate and throw it back in the face. But That means I don't have to make a decision. It's clearly what they think is in my best interest to eat, and they really put a lot of time and effort into curating that dinner. So that is the best thing to order. Or the special. Anytime there's a special. I did used to work in a restaurant in college, not a big deal.
Oh, shout out
Loved
to the
every second of
restaurant. What
it.
was your role? Tell us everything.
Cottage in Italian. I don't. It was all right. So there's cottage in like the pizzerias, like
Okay.
the delivery places, completely different. Those were spin-offs of the original Cottage Inn, which is from downtown Ann Arbor. Still family owned and operated. Great spot. Took the kids there last year.
Cute.
They loved it. Good pizza, quality time,
Great.
quality food, great prices. But the specials, just because you know those are going to be the freshest, and they're going to put a little bit
Is
more
that
energy into it.
because I've heard other restaurant lore, which is the specials are like all the food that's about to expire and they made a dish out of it.
Oh crap! Are you serious? I've never heard. Actually,
That's what I've
oh,
heard.
well, maybe if it's soup, I've heard that with soup. They're like, we had a bunch of spinach that was going to go bad, so we made a potato leek or something. Like, I don't know. All right, so do you have general guidelines for when you guys do go out? You're like, this is how I act, this is how I behave when, or this is just specifically for ordering? Because it sounds like you've thought way more about this. I just hit the panic button.
Okay.
I need to process, Jamie.
Yeah, so mine is more based in like I have like hunger anxiety. Because I don't do well when I'm hungry. It's the only I fixate on it. It's the only thing that
Angry.
it's not hangry though. It's like I get very quiet when I'm hungry. And so when in doubt, like let's say I'm going to like a social event, like and you don't know like are there gonna be past hors d'oeuvres? Like are we waiting until the 7:00 dinner, but we're getting there at 5:30? Are we just drinking on empty stomach? When in doubt, I will eat an entire meal before I go to a place that's like already gonna serve a dinner because like I'm not sure how this is gonna go. And like, is it a past dinner? Am I gonna like be able to eat what I want to eat? Do I get to pick? What if it's something I don't like? It's a lot.
Does
So
Wilson have a fanny pack of snacks for Jamie?
no,
Just in the event that there is nothing to eat, he's like, eat the beef jerky.
he
and
is
be
not that
happy.
empathetic about it. He knows though that like so this falls in the this falls under the category of like when we do like order delivery to the house. He picks the place. I hate picking the place. He picks the place. I take the phone. I order my food. I hand it back to him. He orders his, and then he hits like, okay, food's coming. The next question, and he just needs to know this to share the information, is when is it coming? Is it 17 minutes or is it 77 minutes? Because like,
valid question.
but he thinks it's not. He's like, I said it's coming. Like he dangles it out in front of me, and I'm just like, I like now I'm start gripping and ripping. I'm like, but how long? Like, do I give the kids a bath now and then the food comes? Like, it's just, it's the only thing I think about. So this falls in the space of like these friends tonight. This also like, this is great communication. This friend, she's like 6:30 dinner reservation. Bring the kids to the house sometime after 5. We'll have a drink. We'll walk to the restaurant. And I'm like, this is the stuff I like to know. That was very helpful. So now I know the restaurant. Now I'm going to look at the menu. I haven't done it yet, but I'll pretty much pick it before I even get there. And then I will like look at the menu as if I'm spending time doing that.
Here's my fear of that situation. If I were to use this as a regular thing, I will get asphyxiated, locked in.
Okay.
I'll be dead set on something. I'll make a decision. I'm like, I'm getting the bolognese.
Yeah. Okay.
What happens then when you get to the restaurant? They're like, ooh, sorry, 86 bolognese. It's gone.
How
Shout
often?
out to restaurants, just restaurant lingo.
86.
Oh, it happens. It happens. And then my head explodes. And
okay.
My night's
So
ruined.
let me give you this. Let me give you a suggested talk track. Be honest with your server. You know what? Corporate jargon, which I hear in the house a lot with Wilson working all the time. Talk track is one of my pet peeve things that I hear all the time, but now I've started using it. It's so annoying. Anyways, here's a suggested talk track. You say, you know what? I was fixated would be the word you were looking for. I was really fixated on the bolognese. Is there something that's similar to it that would satiate me the same way?
No. Satiate me the same way. If I was a server and some D-bag was like, will this satiate me the same way? Like, well, I'm probably not going to not spit in your food. I always think of that too. Oh my gosh, that's another weird thing. So if Fran and I go out to dinner I'm not afraid to tell a server that this food sucks or it's cold or I found a hair. I'm paying a fair value for this food and your service. If there's something wrong with it, I'm going to let you know. She
Oh,
cannot stand it. She's like, because she does not like steak past medium in the sense of like, can I do rare? Like
okay.
if it's red or bleeding, just don't even look at it.
Take it back and microwave it.
Yes, we will. Yeah, it's happened before where she's like, this is, oh my gosh, she's like, this is so rare. I'm like, let's send it back. She goes, no, 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 please don't send it back.
I
Please
can
don't.
hear her saying
So
that.
then I turn in, then I turn into the a-hole. Then I'm the Karen now. I'm like, hey, Billy, real quick,
Yeah, excuse me.
what's going on here? Because she is so afraid of the movie Waiting when they take it to the back and like rub it. Like obviously that's way over the top, but at the same time she has that fear.
Yeah.
Which might be a safe fear to have. I don't know.
You know,
but I'm willing to take that risk.
Here's my thing about, I mean, steak is tricky. You know, steak is like if it's undercooked. No, because the setting, the social setting that you're talking about, the dynamic with the server. First of all, I think anybody who wants to order a steak that's well cooked, I think if you just kind of like lead with an apologetic nature of like, listen, I know this is sacrilegious to the piece of meat, but just bear with me. Could I please have it well done? I think the server like understands. They also will oftentimes like suggest a different cut of meat for you. It'd be like, you know what? If you're gonna do that to that, like, why don't you have this thing over here? Like, and then it just goes better. Fine. Secondly, I think if your stuff is undercooked, once you've requested a certain way, I don't think they have a problem like throwing it back on the skillet for a second. What I do resent,
throw it in the microwave for sure.
What I do resent is the people who are like, you know, if it's like some kind of, we're gonna use mushrooms since you hate them, mushroom pasta situation. If someone's like, these mushrooms are underdone, then I'm just like, then go home and make your own pasta.
These mushrooms.
Like, that's where I like the people who complain
was
about.
Was that Kim Kardashian at a restaurant? Was that your scenario right there?
Kind of. Don't you do the Kardashian voice like almost right away for Fran?
Well, that's when Fran talks, that's what it sounds like.
How's your 8%er?
Gone. This is trouble. The game's not till 7. I might need to take a nap. I didn't have no, I had a beer last night. Dang it. I was pretty good about it. I've been making a conscious effort not to. It's just so, I mean, we're like, I think we're very fortunate. We've got great neighbors. Yeah. But with great neighbors comes a lot of responsibility to, if one neighbor's got their garage open and they're having beers in their garage, it's only polite to go and have a beer. As
people who suffer from not knowing neighbors and not having neighbors that do that, please always do that for us on
Correct.
Okay, thanks.
I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing it for you guys.
Yeah. And for some day in life where we do have that opportunity, I will for sure be that person who just shows up, and I will oftentimes have my garage door open.
Good.
So that was my
restaurant tangent. Was that the only question you had? Because I could go all day on restaurants. I got all the stuff.
Let's keep going on restaurants then, because
no,
I mean, so here's okay.
What else you got? What do you got?
In the restaurant space? Because when you travel for work, like, do you do work dinners? Is this a common thing for you? Are you pulling from experience of like work dinners or like family dinners when you reference your restaurant experiences?
Hold on. To be clear, to take the kids out to a restaurant, I didn't realize how.
No.
That's an event. I need to like stretch, warm up,
Also,
prepare. You talk about pre-eating. I need to pre-eat for that situation.
Dude, totally.
Holy cow.
I actually exclusively order appetizers when I take the kids out for meals, because it's like fast food. It can be brought home. I can eat it quickly, and it's gonna show up like around the same time that the kids' meal shows up.
Also, once the kids are done eating, it's like everybody should be done eating. Let's go. We're leaving. Can we pay? Let's go. I'm going to be in the car waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
I did take little Jimmy John we had a little father-son date last week, which I try to pump this week because the girls were at volleyball and Holly's coaching volleyball. Big deal. Yeah. And screw it, Fran.
Yeah.
But we went to a restaurant down the street, and it's one of those places where it's like $7 for the kids meal, but like the bowl of mac and cheese is the size of his head.
Yeah. And
then he gets French fries, a drink, a coloring book. Wow. He's happy as a clam. Right. It's the best thing ever. It happened to be happy hour. Oh. I got a Two-Hearted on tap for $3. They're giving beer away at that point. It was a great time. Tap. I know. Gosh. Classic Midwest. But it was a great situation. And then I can just sit, enjoy his presence. We can have somewhat of a conversation, I think.
Yeah.
And we get out of there. It's great.
That's
I'll
great.
eat. He's not gonna eat all that mac and cheese. I could eat all that mac and cheese when I get home.
Nice.
It's a great situation.
That is a good situation. That is good. Okay, so not a family meal then, so like a work meal, because this happened in Spain kind of. I was working with like a new TV crew that I have never met before. So there's a lot of like pleasantries had to go down. But this was true even when I was working on crews that I was with like in college football, and it was the same guys every week. I don't like the pressure of picking the restaurant. I'm not good at the destination. I can't assess like the group need and the menu and the genre and the reservation time and that's too much for me. However, when we get there, if somebody needs to like take on the type A mechanism of being like the table orderer for the appetizers, the menu's always handed to me. I do that for the group.
Okay, I think we're both pretty experienced with restaurants.
Go.
Just with the jobs.
Yes.
Have you been to a restaurant with a group of people where it was very obvious that restaurants aren't their go-to? Like I don't want to say the lack of experience, but pretty much just that's not their thing. Or especially with
the
groups.
People attending?
Yes,
no,
that you are with.
Because any people that I am at like in that setting with are TV people that travel for work, and it's just like that. I know what you're saying, so it's like, we don't do a lot of work travel, so this is my first time I'm at a Olive Garden, like those kind of people.
Yeah.
That's not my population. That's not my population of people, because we're all like TV people travel and they're like,
all right, that's fair.
So why does that happen to you a lot for restaurant first-timers?
Yeah. Well, yeah, just because specifically with the parents on the girls' soccer teams, like you can tell there are some parents that they just don't go out to eat a lot. That's fine.
Yeah.
But they don't understand the cadence, because we'll be in between games, or if after a game we're somewhere, they're like, hey, everybody, we're going to go to this pizzeria or this restaurant. And then it ends up being like 20 people. So as soon as I get there, I'm like, water's for everybody. Here's 4 appetizers that we're ordering, and then just take drinks.
Yes.
Get stuff on the table. Let's get this thing going. The best thing to ever, I don't know what server created this, but it was a server suggestion. You base it on the player's number. So when they get to go through and they get to tally up all the things, or just somebody sack up and put the whole thing on your tab and have everybody Venmo you. Either way.
Yeah.
Let's expedite the situation, because I have spent way too much time in a restaurant that I do not need to be spending time in.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse. Everyone's like, well, okay, now we're ready to
do
order.
this? Yeah.
Now we're waiting for the bill.
Yep.
How are we going to split this up? You get some 12-year-old that's never served before. So I found myself now, I'm just like, I got this.
Yes.
Like,
nice.
Similar to what you're saying, like, get out of the way.
Yes.
4 appetizers. If they don't want to pay for them, I'll pay for them. Let's get some food in front of these kids and these hungry adults.
Yeah.
Or Jamie if she doesn't eat.
Seriously. I would respect that. So here's where you and I would conflict, though. I will say this. Like, now I know you well enough that I don't think that this would happen. However, if we were peers, if I was like a random mom at the other end of at the table, my brain, or to go back to the origination of the question, my brain immediately is like, are we getting enough food? Is it, but like, cause I am very aware of like, should I just take like 1 mozzarella stick, or like, can I have 4?
Interesting.
So like,
to be clear,
of the ratio.
The appetizers are just to get some food in front of people.
Okay.
Everybody's still going to order their food. Okay. I try to expedite that situation so fast. Franny and I have actually gone, if the team goes, we're like,
Yeah.
We're a little bit more hesitant, but it is a lot of fun to actually spend time with the parents. And we're very fortunate. Both girls have great parents.
That's cool.
Phenomenal parents. Too good of parents sometimes.
That's good.
Get in trouble.
Yeah, I heard that. That's like, I get nervous with like a sushi setting. That's like, we'll just all order rolls and we can share. Immediate anxiety. I don't like sharing.
Yeah, I'm not eating the mushroom one. Nobody's eating the mushroom.
But with sushi, do you like sushi?
Oh, I love sushi.
Okay. I fixate. That's the word of the day. Let's be honest. When I find a sushi roll that I like, I lock in on it, and I'll have like 3 of them. The whole damn roll. So if it's like a share situation, I'm like, well, here's the thing, table. I like just that one over there that's like on that seaweed leaf, and I need 3 of them, and I just need them in my vicinity.
that to me is that is fair. It is tough in those situations. You kind of got to delegate. You got to be a little bit political about, okay, well, I don't want to be the last one to take this.
Yeah. Brian Simmons is trying to be nice to you again, because he's saying $3 happy hour beer. Damn, I live in the wrong area. Yeah, Brian, Eastern No, Western Michigan is where it's at.
Come on up to Grand Rapids.
And then he's asking, do we do the where do you want to eat? I don't care. Where do you want to go? Dance between you guys? No, we don't. You can answer for you and Fran. And we don't go a lot of places. We do a lot of food delivery though. I will willingly give up like where you want to go. I will always be able to order something. I'm just realizing now how terrible you would be as like a partner to like order food because you just look at the phone for like far too long. You don't know what to get.
Oh, that's another pet peeve of restaurants. Don't give me the QR code for the menu. Give me a physical menu to look at, please.
Not what I asked.
I do not want to scroll. Oh, not just that. Don't. The social situations of restaurants just infuriates me sometimes. I don't know why. I'm not proud of this. This is obviously a negative side of me. I'm fully aware of this.
I'm with that because I want to
QR
put the phone
code.
away.
I'm like, where's the menu? Did you scan the sticker on the table? Oh, I thought that was a leftover. You guys just didn't wipe the tables. I got to scan this thing. Okay, so here's my biggest problem with that. One, I don't want to be on my phone, and two, I don't like scrolling through and looking at everything. You also look at the other tables, and it just looks like everybody's on their phone.
I know.
If I'm out to eat with anybody, I'm off. Like, you have to be off the phone. It's an intentional time to be with somebody, in my opinion.
Yes, I totally
maybe I'm just romantic. I don't know.
You are. You're not like an angry restaurant yeller at all. Like, that was very romantic of you.
I know. So Brian, to answer your question, it's less about the restaurant, more. We'll get that if Fran's like, "What do you want to eat?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. What sounds good?" She's like, "Oh, you choose." Then I will choose, and she's like, "That doesn't sound good."
Oh, you're like, "Well, then just come up." Yeah, see.
Just
when I say you choose, I really mean it, and I rarely have like a strict opinion. Like, I want to order. Wilson does this thing when we order, when he's just like, he'll hand me the phone. He does it it's so annoying, and I know he's doing it on purpose. He'll be like, just 3 items, and I'll be like, I'm gonna throw this phone back in your face. You understand that, right? Like, and then he'll.
Wait, what do you mean? You order more than 3 items?
Well, like, what if I want like edamame, a seaweed salad, and like 2 rolls? Then I hand the phone back to him. He's like, I don't know, Erdahl, you getting 4? Like, he just likes to talk his bleep about like the quantity of food that I get. Because let's be honest, I'm not
a jerk.
Well, I'm not a big leftovers eater. So he has to reap the decision making, my over order, because I have food anxiety, hunger anxiety. He then has to eat my leftovers, so he does kind of have a point.
I am a massive leftovers.
Yeah.
So sometimes, we'll cook intentionally to have leftovers, despite Fran's. She hates it. She absolutely hates leftovers, but it just means. I think you want to know what it is. I think it's because I come home for lunch if I know that there's good leftovers, and I'm ruining her day if I come home for lunch. Why are you here? I'm like, oh, sorry. Just here to eat food and go about my business. Don't mind me.
You mean she doesn't like welcome you home with like, honey, I've missed you. I've pre-warmed your lunch for you.
Never. Not even one time. I could be gone for 2 weeks. She was like, hey. I'm like, hey. She's sweet. I'm kidding.
She is sweet. And
restaurants. All right, what else you got on there? It can't all be about restaurants.
It is.
That was it?
44 minutes in. That's no break. We just went no breaks on restaurant talk. I mean, I'll keep going too.
Gosh.
Are you a dessert guy?
No. Get out of here with desserts.
Yes, thank you.
Liquid desserts are the only acceptable desserts. You want to get another glass of wine and we can sit and hang out for a little bit more, that is fine.
Yes. Yep.
I am not a dessert. Oh my gosh, no way. I'm like, there is 3 pints of ice cream sitting in my freezer at home that I am going to hammer with a little bit of peanut butter on the side. That is a promise. It's a weird thing. I like it.
You put the peanut butter in with the ice cream?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'll get fancy and I'll go scoop, peanut butter, scoop, peanut butter, scoop.
Is it crunchy peanut butter?
Layers. No, you psychopath. I do like crunchy peanut butter, but I'm not putting it in my ice cream. But not with
the ice cream? Oh, so because I'd want a texture. No. That would be my texture delivery.
I did have, since we're doing a little complaint fest, we did one where we went out with friends a couple weeks ago and we had a reservation at 7:30. Okay. A nice restaurant in town, like very well known, great restaurant. We show up at 7:15. Sorry guys, your table's not ready. Not a problem. We just thought we'd get here early. We're going to go grab a drink at the bar.
Okay.
8 people, we go grab a drink at the bar. 7:30. Hey guys, table ready? Ooh, they're cashed out, but they're still sitting there. So we're going to give them a few more minutes. Totally fine. I get that.
Because 8
740.
people, smaller restaurant, they only have certain tables that would accommodate you. So I get that. Okay, got it.
740 rolls around. And now I'm the one that's the Karen of the group. Hey, Katrina, when's our table going to be ready? Oh, well, we can't say anything. They're still sitting there, but they are checked out, just so you guys know. I don't same thing you said 10 minutes ago. 750 rolls around.
No.
They are still sitting there. I'm like, I don't think you guys understand the point of a reservation, especially with the people that have already paid. I had a really hard time with it, but I didn't know how to deal with it.
Well, a couple of things. First of all,
I know what I would do.
What are you going to do? Go over there and say, get your asses out of those chairs?
I was really close and I had enough. I'd be like, hey, guys.
No. Here's what can alleviate that.
Why not?
20% off the bill. No matter when you sit down. You ask for a discount on the
bill.
For
our bill?
Yeah. Free drinks.
I agree. Yeah, but
you interacting with other people. Can you imagine that you made the reservation for 6 p.m. and then this tryhard who's coming up to me for his 7:30 dinner reservation is saying, get out of your chairs? How would you respond to that?
You'd be pissed. I get that.
Right.
But I wasn't mad at the table. I was mad at the hostess and the server or anybody that was associated with the restaurant because I'm like, it is not unreasonable to be like, hey guys, your reservation's at 6.
Yes.
We have another one at this table at 7:30. It's a hard out at 7:30.
Yeah.
So I put it on the rest. 100%. I put it on the restaurant.
And also,
of like,
they should be coming to
time
you
to get
with
going.
a solution immediately when they are running into this conflict. 20 minutes behind a reservation immediately should be $20 off your bar bill or something.
Yeah, nothing. I think they might have charged us more. I'm not sure. We're just solving world problems. This is great.
I
Send it to whoever it needs to be sent to.
I always will lean into like the over communication of the request of just like, our reservation was 5 minutes ago. Like, I just think like killing them with kindness, but doing it over and over and over again, like you'll get something out of that deal.
I'd rather just be a little bit more direct. I'm like, Katrina, come on.
You have a lot of names just like in your back pocket for like example names that you like to
I don't know why.
Karen, Katrina.
Oddly enough, I think it's a lot of kids that I went to like middle school with or like elementary school.
Is that
with.
where you're like,
I don't know why. Just
lives?
embedded. Hated. Just the hatred boiling up. No, I have no idea. It's an astute observation. Speaking of observation, did your batteries die in your headphones? What's going on with that cord coming off your ear that's holding your hair back currently?
I don't think like what it's doing, the purpose that it's serving needs to be called out. This was on my list, but honestly, we are running out of time, so I'm not even going to bring it up. My headphones are in my carry-on bag that I brought back from Spain that is currently still sitting within 3 feet of my front door because I don't unpack when I get home
Monday.
from trips. Nope, it's Friday. It's like 5 days after I got home, and the headphones are just, they're like a casual 30 feet from me right now, and I've walked by them like 50 times this week, and I'm just like, I need to grab those for no breaks. And then I sit down in this chair, which is a little bit of a yoga move to get in here. And once I'm seated, I'm like, the wired ones will be fine.
Nobody's going to call this out. Nobody's going to notice. You're like locked into your seat. Like you can't move any further past.
Yes, I can't.
The
I cannot
3 feet of the
like
Apple cord.
Well, no, it's because of the way that my jerry-rigged microphone, which is attached to a Rogue 25-pound plate, which is on a step stool, on a microphone arm, and it's coming up and resting ever so perfectly just beneath my chin so everybody can hear me clearly.
From this perspective, it looks absolutely dialed. If you could see my desk right now, it'd be.
This is what I'm saying. The word jerry-rigged is perfectly
really
applicable.
Disappointed.
I am happy for your beer selection. Do you want to give it a? Should we start grading your beer selections?
I think so. I think it's only appropriate.
Yep. Give it a grade. Hold up.
I think a lot goes into it. I think. All right. So I think one grade should be the label.
Okay.
Specifically for IPAs because I think they put a lot of time and effort into it. I think overall taste and would you drink it again?
Okay, go 2 grades. Average amount.
So I would say A- for label.
Yep.
Really, really close to an A+.
Okay.
A- for label. I'm going to go B+ for taste, and 100% I drink this again. This was really good.
Great.
Bi-coastal IPA.
Let's do a retrospective. What was that black can one you
Petaluma.
had 2 weeks ago with the black top? Do you
Was it
remember
the
that one?
Foggy Geezer? Foggy Geezer.
Can you do a retrospective grade on that? Just so
Yep.
we have a sliding scale?
Yeah, I'm going, I'll go A- for taste. I'm going A+ for label, for logo and label, just because they continued the black on top of the can, which is a rarity these days. And then 100% I would drink that again.
Great. Do you
hundo.
really come across like any beers that you wouldn't drink again?
Yeah, there are a
Oh,
few.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest about that, Jamie. That's
Okay,
the real me you're gonna get.
great. Which is
You can't grade the NAs, by the way. You can save
No.
those for Thursdays. Get your
I
NAs out
think
of here
the
on
only
Fridays.
way to
This
grade
does
NAs
not
is like,
count
would you
as a
consume
crack
them
it
again?
Friday.
Because NAs,
No.
in my mind, are like, yeah, some NAs taste terrible, and you're like, no, I'm not doing that again. This is one I've grabbed multiple times. Best Day Brewing.
I don't get that. If I'm drinking a beer, I kind of want I don't even say kind of want. I actually want the 4 to 8% effect.
4 to 8, the range.
I'll drink a Spindrift if I'm looking for something in between.
Oh, I despise Spindrift.
Whatever, dude.
Just
Is your
drink-
Christmas tree up? That's what I was going to
Yeah.
ask you. Is your Christmas tree up?
Yeah.
How long has it been up?
Since before I left for Spain, but that was a me doing it because he was supportive of it. I was the motivator. I was the driver behind it though, because I didn't want to do it this weekend. Like I'm fried. I'm still just like, what way is up? So I'm so grateful that I put the work in. It essentially would have been 2 weekends ago now because it was the Sunday before I left for Spain.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Same time.
Yeah. And it's up and it's lit, but there's no decorations on it.
Same.
Okay.
There's a time and a place. If you want to see patience on the verge of going really dark with your children, put ornaments up with them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't understand it, guys.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. No
we should do a
breaks.
Christmas episode,
Hey,
please.
We're gonna do a Thanksgiving one. Thanksgiving theme next week. And what else was I gonna say to you? We're for sure gonna do a couple Christmas ones, obviously. And
are we going Friday next week? Technically, that's a holiday.
I know.
It's Black
Friday.
Friday.
I'm actually throwing a house party. Sorry, you're not invited. Yeah. For the GM.
I bet your sister's invited.
Oh no, I lost you. Your mic went away right when you made that good joke. I can't hear you. That was not me even canceling you out. That was the hilarious delivery. I can't hear you. You're gone. Just wave, Chris. You're gone. Nobody can hear you. I don't know what that is. Maybe they can, and my headphones are. No breaks with Jamie Erdahl. Goodbye. Good luck tonight. Everybody loves you. You'll